All of you. We welcome you all to this orientation program, Orientation on Digital Content Development. Now we are having our Additional Director Garu, Satyan Reddy Garu, and the Joint Director, Sri Pegada Rajiv Garu with us. First, I welcome Sri A. Satyan Reddy Garu, Additional Director Model School, for this inauguration program of the Orientation Program on Digital Content Development. Sir is the man behind launching these Model School YouTube channels. Sir frequently interacts with all the 24 webinar team members and guides us regarding the programs which are already transmitted and the upcoming programs. With the Sir initiation only, we are able to launch 2 Model School YouTube channels exclusively. One is for senior intermediate. For senior intermediate, we covered about 40% syllabus. And for first year intermediate also, we are running the program daily. As per the Sir instructions, very soon we are going to launch another YouTube channel for the competitive examinations like MSET, NEET, JEE mains. So all these programs are possible only because of the initiative and constant encouragement by our Additional Director Garu. He is a silent warrior, but he runs the show from behind the curtains, and he always motivates us to reach higher echelons in the model school progress. Now I request Satyan Reddy Garu to speak on this occasion. Thank you, sir. We welcome you.
Link is given, model school link is given.
Okay.
Icham, sir.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
A good initiative, good program. Nowadays, because of this situation, in the pandemic situation, physical classes, conducting only physical classes is not sufficient. ఇప్పుడున్న పరిస్థితుల్లో both physical and virtual classes రెండు కూడా కంటిన్యూ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఈవెన్ రేపు స్కూల్స్ రీఓపెన్ అయినా కానీ అన్ని క్లాసులు అందరి పిల్లలు ప్రతిరోజు వచ్చే అవకాశం కనబడతలేదు. కాబట్టి ఇటువంటి సమయంలో తప్పకుండా డిజిటల్ కంటెంట్, అదేవిధంగా ఈ విధంగా యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్స్, వివిధ ఫిజికల్ గా డైరెక్ట్ క్లాస్ రూమ్కి వచ్చి నేర్చుకోవడం కంటే కూడా వివిధ మార్గాల ద్వారా విద్యార్థులకు మనం పాఠాలు చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం ఇంకా స్పష్టంగా కనబడుతుంది. ఇదే పరిస్థితి ఇంకా ఎంతసేపు కొనసాగేది కూడా మనకు అంత అన్సర్టనిటీ ఉంది. కాబట్టి ఈ దశలో మనం మోడల్ స్కూల్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్, టీచర్స్ మరి మంచి గుడ్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ జూన్ లోనే మనం స్టార్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం. యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్స్, యూట్యూబ్ ద్వారా పాఠాలు చెప్పడం అనేది అది మంచి గుడ్ రిజల్ట్ ఇచ్చింది. దాని కంటిన్యూషన్ లో భాగంగా మనం మరి ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. సెకండ్ ఇయర్ ఇంతకుముందు మీరు అన్నట్టుగా ఇంకా అదర్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కొరకు కూడా 2-3 డిఫరెంట్ యూట్యూబ్ ద్వారా, డిఫరెంట్ ఛానల్స్ ద్వారా మనం ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ముఖ్యంగా మరి మోడల్ స్కూల్ లాంటి స్కూల్స్ మంచి అంటే సెలెక్టెడ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ పెట్టి మనం విద్యార్థులు తీసుకుంటున్నాం. ఎంతో అంత మెరిట్ అయ్యే పిల్లలు వస్తున్నారు. ఆ వచ్చిన పిల్లలకు మరి మనం న్యాయం చేయాలి, సరిగ్గా చెప్పాలన్నప్పుడు మరి తప్పకుండా మనం ఆల్రెడీ మోడల్ స్కూల్ టీచర్స్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం క్లాసెస్ ఈవెన్ మన మోడల్ స్కూల్ కి కాకుండా టీసాట్ ద్వారా మిగతా అన్ని మేనేజ్మెంట్ స్కూళ్ళకు కూడా చెప్తున్నారు. బాగా అందరూ కూడా అప్రిషియేట్ చేస్తున్నారు. మరి మనం ఈరోజు అందరూ కూడా ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నారు. జిల్లా పరిషత్ స్కూల్ టీచర్లు కానీ, ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ వాళ్ళు కానీ, రకరకాలుగా అందరూ కూడా మరి ఈ డిజిటల్ లెసన్స్ ప్రిపేర్ చేయడంలో నిమగ్నమై ఉన్నారు. అందరికంటే కూడా మరి మనం ముందుండి ఇంకా మెరుగైనటువంటి నాణ్యమైన లెసన్స్ విద్యార్థులు సులభంగా అర్థం చేసుకునే విధంగా మనం ఈ లెసన్స్ తయారు చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. గతంలో ఈ పాండమిక్ సిచ్యువేషన్ లేనప్పుడు ఎట్లాగా ఫిజికల్ క్లాసులు నడుస్తాయి కాబట్టి అప్పుడు తయారు చేసిన వీడియోస్ అన్ని కూడా ఒక రకంగా ఉండేది. ఫిజికల్ క్లాసులు ఎట్లా ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి అదనంగా అన్నట్టుగా ఉండేది. ఇప్పుడు ఫిజికల్ క్లాసులు లేవు కాబట్టి ఇదే ప్రధానంగా భావించి మనం ఇదే మెయిన్ గా భావించి మనం విద్యార్థులకు మరింత సులభంగా అర్థమయ్యేటట్టుగా చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. ఇంకా ముందు ఆల్రెడీ కొన్ని హైయర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్లలో ఎగ్జామ్స్, ఈవెన్ స్కూళ్ళలో కూడా ప్రైవేట్ స్కూళ్ళల్లో యూనిట్ టెస్ట్లు, అదేవిధంగా ఫార్మేటివ్ అసెస్మెంట్స్, సమ్మేటివ్ అసెస్మెంట్స్, ఇతర అసైన్మెంట్స్ అన్ని కూడా ఆన్లైన్ లో నడుస్తున్నాయి. సో మన విద్యార్థులకు ఇంకా ఇటువంటి డివైసెస్ అందరికి అందుబాటులో ఉండకపోవచ్చు. కాబట్టి మనం దూరదర్శన్, టీసాట్, యూట్యూబ్ ఈ మాధ్యమాల ద్వారా మనం విద్యార్థులకు చెప్తున్నాం. ఈ పరిస్థితి కొంతమంది విద్యార్థులు కూడా చాలా మంది చెప్తున్నారు, విద్యార్థులు, తల్లిదండ్రులు వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఈ పరిస్థితికి అనుగుణంగా వాళ్ళు కూడా ఒక సెల్ ఫోన్ కొనుక్కోవడం, లేదా టీవీ కొనుక్కోవడం, లేదా ఇంట్లో ఇంటర్నెట్ కనెక్షన్ పెట్టుకోవడం, వాళ్ళు కూడా విద్యార్థులు కూడా క్రమంగా దీనికి అలవాటు పడుతున్నారు. ఈ మార్పు చేసుకోవడానికి, ఇటు ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ కావడానికి. స్కూల్కి ఎట్లా పోతున్నాయి కాబట్టి పాఠాలు వినాలి కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు కూడా మరి టీవీ కొంటున్నారు, ఫోన్ లేని వాళ్ళు ఫోన్ కొంటున్నారు, నెట్ అవకాశం నెట్ పెట్టుకుంటున్నారు. కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు కూడా సిద్ధమవుతున్నారు, రెడీ అవుతున్నారు వినడానికి. కాబట్టి మనం ఈ ప్రయత్నం చాలా మంచి ప్రయత్నం. మరి ఈ ప్రయత్నంలో మీరందరూ కూడా సక్సెస్ కావాలని అందరికి మరొకసారి ఐ విష్ ఆల్ సక్సెస్. గో అహెడ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Because of your constant encouragement, we are able to reach more than 12,000 students in the second year, and now we are reaching almost 10,000 students in the first year.
Very good. 50%.
50%, sir. Yes, 50%. Sir. Not only model school students, students of the other sectors like residential schools, KGBVs, they are also eagerly waiting every day for our classes, sir. The webinar team is doing really.
ఇంకా ఎక్కువ మందికి రీచ్ అవుటట్టుగా మనం కూడా ప్లాన్ చేయాలి, మన పిల్లలకు ఎంకరేజ్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది.
Okay, sir. We will do that with your blessings and constant encouragement.
Okay.
And now I welcome our Joint Director Garu and Model School Webinar Team Coordinator Sri Pegada Rajiv Garu. Sir daily interacts with the webinar team and acts as a guiding force. He coordinates all the subject coordinators of the first year and second year and see that both the channels run parallelly, simultaneously without any interruption. Because of additional director busyness, the Joint Director frequently interacts with us and gives necessary instructions, suggestions from time to time, so that every day about 6 classes goes simultaneously for both first year and second year. Now I request Sri Pegada Rajiv Garu, Joint Director Model Schools, to address the people.
Good morning, respected Additional Director sir, and all our webinar team members, all PGTs, TGTs. Good morning, all of you. I am very glad that I am meeting all the 2,856 model school community today. Now, since this YouTube link is given, actually our webinar, am I audible, Venugopal Reddy garu?
Yes, sir, audible.
So this webinar team, as our what our Additional Director has told, inter-second year also we completed around 60% of the syllabus. Actually, the main context of today's meeting is actually all are not coming. Some PGTs are not coming forward to deliver these online classes because they are not having idea about how to prepare the PowerPoint presentation. So our Additional Director sir had asked every principal to send 2 PGTs, but some are not willing to come forward. That's why today, am I audible? Am I
audible, sir? You continue.
So చాలా మంది ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ నాతో అన్నారు, సార్ మాకు పీపీటీ ఆన్లైన్ ఐడియా లేదు కాబట్టి మేము క్లాసెస్ చెప్పలేము అన్నారు. దట్స్ వై టుడే ఐ రిక్వెస్టెడ్ అవర్ సూరజ్ చైతన్య గారు టు టీచ్ టుడే హౌ online PPT is made online, how to download various videos and all these things. That's why today I request all the PGTs and TGTs to get guidance from him and improve your skills. And every PGT has to contribute at least one lesson. So entire model school students will be benefited by what you are teaching. And in special districts like Mulugu district, there is a Mulugu Velugu app where collector is directly speaking to students and asking, ఎవరైనా ఉపాధ్యాయులు మీ ఇళ్ళకి వచ్చారా, వన్స్ ఇన్ వీక్ వచ్చారా, మిమ్మల్ని మానిటర్ చేసుకున్నారని అడుగుతున్నారు ములుగు జిల్లా కలెక్టర్ గారు, కొన్ని జిల్లాలో కలెక్టర్స్. సో ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ అవర్ PGTs and TGTs to go to the houses of students once in a while to check whether they are attending these online classes or not. And especially I appreciate our Sailaja madam, Manjani madam, Venugopal Reddy garu, and our Ram Prasad garu, Narsapur principal Vijayalakshmi madam, and that Emmanuel Prem Elliott, and all these teachers and principals for contributing very well. And that's all. And I request all the model school PGTs, TGTs to get maximum benefit out of these things. మరి సార్ చెప్పిన విధంగా దిస్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ క్లాస్ ఆల్సో బాగా సక్సెస్ చేయాలి మన అంతా కూడా. అదేవిధంగా 6th క్లాస్ అడ్మిషన్ సంబంధించి కూడా ఎవరైతే పిల్లలు మీ దగ్గర జాయిన్ అవుతారో వాళ్ళందరి ఫోన్ నెంబర్స్ మీరు తీసుకొని వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేసి, ఆల్సో ప్లీజ్ I request all the staff to monitor whether 6th class students are our newly admitted 6th class students are also attending online classes regularly or not. And thank you.
Thank you, Joint Director Garu. You are daily interacting with us. and you are encouraging us to run the programs in a successful manner. Because of your frequent interaction only, the program is running without any glitches. We thank you, sir. Now I request the second year host, Mrs. Shailaja, Principal TSMS Jinnaram. When we started this program, actually we the webinar team members were also not so much confident about the program, but because of the efforts of Srimati Shailaja, Principal Jinnaram, we are able to launch the program smoothly, and the program is running very nicely, and about 12,000 students subscribed to the second year channel. Now I request Principal Jinnaram Garu to speak on this occasion.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Respected Additional Director, sir, Satyan Reddy, sir, and Joint Director, Sir Rajiv, sir, and my dear principals and all teachers. Good morning once again. The only permanent thing in the world is change. Yes, we all accept. And we see as it today that the only change we are seeing from pre-pandemic to post-pandemic. And slowly we are transforming from traditional method of teaching to blended smart learning. The various tools, digital tools we are using, we will be using in the next generation of teaching.
ఒక్క నిమిషం మంజరి మేడం ఒకసారి మిగిలిన వాళ్ళని మ్యూట్ చేయండి. శైలజ మేడం ఒకసారి అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి మిగిలిన వాళ్ళని మ్యూట్ చేయండి. శైలజ మేడం మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు. Manjari madam, Shailja madam, unmute.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So now we are transforming to a new change of a smart education. The technology adapt smart education, where the teacher is a guide who can facilitate the students to navigate through the learning systems. Independently, they can learn with the new learning styles and at their own pace of learning. This is called individualized instruction, what we have been learning previously. The most important advantage of digital education, as we see in our case, in the model school webinars, is the quality content, which is covered comprehensively, both for IP as well as competitive exams like JEE and NEET. And the indirect learning experiences, like the vicarious learning experiences, that can be provided with various photos, situation-based photos, videos, live demonstrations, animations, which cannot be developed in the four walls of the classroom. That is the advantage of digital learning. So as a host of second year webinar classes, I proudly say that with the cooperation and coordination of all subject coordinators and the resource team, we could complete 40% of the syllabus. And we are not behind. We are on par with the IP syllabus. What should be covered, we have covered till now. And we will be covering the remaining part also. The total 100% syllabus will be covering with the cooperation of all the teachers and the subject coordinators of the webinar team. As a host of second year webinar classes, I once again call upon, on behalf of Additional Director Sir, JD Sir, all the teachers to contribute proactively with all enthusiasm, with their level of understanding of all the concept, to contribute to the webinars and make it more resourceful. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir, for providing me the opportunity. We will come, I say, with the cooperation of all the teachers, we will be completing 100% of IP second year syllabus. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Shailja madam. Actually, we are all getting motivated because of your determination. When you were having some health issues also, the program was not stopped because of your sheer determination. So we are very much thankful to you for your smooth launching of this program and running the show without any interruption so far. Now I request Srimati BDRS Manjari, Principal Rego, TSMS Rego, so who is co-host for the second year program earlier, and now she is independently running the first year channel. Actually, it is a very healthy competition between the first year and second year channels. which sees that the students ultimately get a quality product. Now I request BDRS Manjari Garu to speak on this occasion.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir. Respected Additional Director, Sir, Sri Satyanarayan Reddy Garu, Joint Director, Sir, Sri P. Rajiv Garu, officials of model schools, esteemed principals, our treasurer, our teachers. A very good morning and greetings from webinar team. I am privileged to be a part of this webinar team, and I thank Additional Director, Sir, for giving me this opportunity to serve our organization. And I just want to share my inputs. The current crisis has really acted as a fill-up to encourage digital education. And as we all know, learning is a multi-sensory experience. Teacher quality has a direct positive impact on student achievement. So teachers act as planners, initiators, climate builders. I'm again repeating the climate builders, facilitators, guides, and are centrally to implement any curriculum. And from the beginning, our additional directors are being a visionary and solution focused, provided us this platform not to stop learning in this pandemic difficult time. And from day one, our additional directors sir and JD sir being the guiding force, want to build the capacities of teachers by helping them to learn how to use the best educational technology in their classroom in this pandemic to engage students in remote learning. So we have started our journey on June 29th and successfully transmitted 180 sessions plus in second year intermediate, and started on 9th November the first year and transmitted 39 sessions so far for the first year intermediate as well. As Venugopal Reddy sir told, we are going to reach today, we are 9.44K subscribers for the first year and 13,000K for the second year as well. So I can proudly say that this was possible, and the entire credit goes to the presenters, our resourceful postgraduate teachers who worked long hours in preparation and refinement of PowerPoint presentations. And to the subject coordinators as well, who invested their time and expertise to nurture their skills with their tireless efforts. And I thank and applaud all the teachers from all the model schools in the state for what they are already doing during this pandemic. And for many, this transition has not been easy. Few teachers are stressful, and they may worry that they do not have right skills and knowledge to manage learning remotely, and because of this limited connectivity and digital divide issues. Now there is a critical need for teachers to be trained in digital content development and technical operations as well, to empower themselves and to reach out to the maximum number of children. So they are nothing but the preparation of immense quality lessons using Google Forms, app integration for assignments, homeworks, preparation of our own rubrics to review and assess the learning needs of children. So these are all the things. This is the teaching learning process we naturally go through conventional methods, but now this is the time to switch over to the traditional to the innovative technology education. So we have with us Surabhi Chaitanya Garu, and apart from that, we all should adopt as a academician, I also would like to suggest the whole child concept. That is, we all shall give a focus on educating and caring for the whole child with active, empathetic listening to them, and try to adjust and try to support them in their difficult times, and academic connect, and also with the parental connect to build the partnerships with the school and the stakeholders. So I hope you would make optimal use of this session going to be given by Surabhi Chaitanya Garu. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And I'm privileged to be a part of this session and very happily want to serve the organization, and hope with this from each school, all the teachers will try to give one webinar session. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjari Madam. You are running the program in a beautiful manner. At this juncture, I take the privilege to thank all my webinar team members, whether it is Vijayalakshmi Madam from Narsapur, Sridevi Madam from Usnabad, Archana Priyadarshini from Manakondur, Ranjita Madam, Rahman Sir, and Sridevi Madam from Shankarapatnam, Sridevi Madam from Pudur, Srikant sir from Jafargad, Riyajuddin Garu from Jarasangam, Srinivas Prasad Garu, Vishnupriya Madam, Prasanna Lakshmi Madam, Prem Elliot Garu, Deepa Joshi Garu, Naveen sir, Rupas Garu, and all the AM was, if kindly excuse me if I forget.
Thank you, Venugopal Reddy sir. Now it's time to invite Surabhi Chaitanya Garu. So to take us into the world of technicalities, today Mr. Surabhi Chaitanya Garu is with us. He's working as a trained graduate teacher science in Telangana State Model School, Dhanwada, Narayanpet district, and he has so many career achievements. He sent students to National Inspire Award in 2015 and sent students to Jawaharlal Nehru National Science Mathematics Environment Exhibition for Children 2020 and sent one student to ISRO Young Scientist Program. And he received Science Ratna Award from Gandhi Global Family and Gandhi Gyan Pratishthan Organization in Birla Planetarium on 5th September. And he's passionate in technicalities. So welcome Surabhi Chaitanya Garu, and I request you to start your session, please. From the beginning.
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Now, let us begin from the first slide. Now, Microsoft PowerPoint, it is an excellent tool to present our data in the form of graphics and also represent our data. Now, it is developed by Microsoft Corporation. It is run by Bill Gates. Now, what is the main purpose of MS PowerPoint? MS PowerPoint is used to create graphical representations, and also we can present our data in the form of animations and pictures. Now, MS PowerPoint is a computer program that allows you to create and show slides to support our presentation. Now here we can combine our text data and graphics and multimedia content to create professional presentations. Now what is PowerPoint text? PowerPoint is a closed commercial presentation program developed by Microsoft company. And in this program, we will cover how to open a presentation, how to create a new presentation, and how to save a slide, and how to create a new slide, and how to add slides, pictures, cliparts, and format pictures and formats our forms, how to insert headers and footers and hyperlinks, tables and charts, titles, rearrangement of slide themes, slide transitions, how can we arrange slides from one to another, and also outline view and how to take our printouts very easily. Now, how to start our presentation in the PowerPoint? Now, it is very important thing when you have a new device or when you are having a new laptop with us, it is always difficult to open. We have to check whether Microsoft Office is involved in our system or not, whether it may be 2007 or 2010, 2013. The basic features will be same. but some features will be enhanced. The basic structure will be as it is. Now, how to check whether our system is having MS Office or not? We can check very easily just by right clicking on our screen. On right clicking on our screen, we will find a option new. We will get a pop-up menu here. In that, we can check whether Microsoft Office is installed or not. Now, yes, it is installed in my system because I am having MS Office Access and Office Word document and MS Office PowerPoint presentation. Suppose it is not there, it will not be shown here. Therefore, we can identify very easily MS Office is whether installed in our system or not. Now, if it is not installed, how to install that one? For that, we have to get an MS Office. Now I am having MS Office 2007. I am opening it. Here I am having a MS Office Enterprise. In that enterprise, I am having a setup. I am pressing. At present, I am having MS Office in my system. But even though I will put S here. Now on yes, I will get a option like this. Now it is showing for some time. We have to wait. The window begins. After opening that, adds or remove features or remove, what changes we have to do. Now I won't continue here because now MS Office is installed in my system. Now if we press on continue, we'll get next options like that. We have to, as if next comes, we have to press next. At last, we have to put finish option. Then it will take 5 to 10 minutes to install MS Office Enterprise in our system. Now it is the procedure. If MS Office is installed in our system and how to check it. Now I am cancelling this one. Now we have to click on start option. Now start option will be there at the left hand corner of our presentations. Now here on pressing this start button, we will get a start option top also. From that we have to proceed downwards and alphabetically these programs are installed in computers. Whatever the programs are there in my computer are displaying here. Here it is the Microsoft Office. When I click this Microsoft Office, another pop-up menu appears. Here the Office tools, Microsoft Clip Organizer, Office Language, Access, Excel, OneNote, Microsoft Picture Manager. Now I am getting Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2007. Now there will be different versions in Microsoft Office. Now most of us in our model schools also we are having the systems with MS Office 2007. Therefore we can prepare our PPTs very easily if we want to have our personal system also. Now I am clicking on this Microsoft option. PowerPoint window is opened for me. Now in this new PowerPoint presentation window, I will get the box like this. Now after getting this box, we are creating now we created a new PowerPoint presentation. We opened it. Now we have to save it with some name. Now first I am saving it in desktop. Afterwards we will move it towards our drive. Now first time when we want to save, we have to use the option. Now it is the topmost button. It is called MS Office button. Office button in short words. When I click on this Office button, we are getting a pop-up menu. In that we are getting new, open, save as like that. We will see in the form of a slide after some time, enlarge view. Now under save as, I am going for PowerPoint presentation top one and I am saving here. Now here I got the name presentation 2, but I am typing the name TSMS. Now with the name TSMS, I am saving my PowerPoint presentation. Now I am closing it. Is it the only way to create a PowerPoint presentation? No, there is another shortcut for also. Just right click your mouse on your desktop. You will get a new presentation. Now in this new presentation, a pop-up menu opens like this. If you go top here, I am finding Microsoft Office PowerPoint presentation. I am clicking. I am directly getting a PowerPoint slide. Now I am naming it as TSMS1. TSMS1. Like this, we can open our PowerPoint presentations. Now I am having two PowerPoint presentations with name TSMS and TSMS1. Now I am opening a file with TSMS. Now directly we can double click it for opening. We will get the same icon. Now it is the close button. By using it, I am closing the PowerPoint. Now let us proceed for our slideshow. Now we will have a quick glance of it, what we have done so far, just in the form of repetition. First step, in order to open the PowerPoint, click on the start button, then click on all programs option from the menu. Now where the start button, here it will be the start button. Now after that, here we will find start menu. After that, we will find all programs option. In that, we have to go for Microsoft Office. And in that Microsoft Office, again, if we move rightwards, we will get Microsoft PowerPoint 2007. When we click it, we will get a Microsoft Office submenu. After getting this Microsoft Office submenu, on clicking that one, our PowerPoint gets started and it will launch a new PowerPoint application like this. Here MS PowerPoint. When I click Microsoft Office, observe here, we are getting a pop-up menu. If we proceed downwards, here we will get a MS Office PowerPoint 2007. Now it will be open for us. Now this will launch Microsoft PowerPoint application and we will see the presentation window like this. So far we have learned up to here how to open a PowerPoint presentation. Next, before learning about PowerPoint, what are the things involved here? Now we are having some buttons on top. This corner, I am moving my mouse cursor, and what this portion is called, and what is the downward click notes, and all these portions are called. What are the main important buttons in our presentation? Now let's have a view of it. Now it is Microsoft PowerPoint application. The window opens like this. This side, it is called slide view. Here we can see the slides where we are working on. I am working on first slide, number 1. Therefore, it is open for me. Now we will see the parts of it. Now let us explore into the PowerPoint by exploring our windows. Now it is the main version. Now it is the file tab. Now it is having in the older versions of our computers. Now Windows 2010, we are not having. Windows 2007, we are having this file one. Now at present, I am using Windows 2010. It is replaced with one Office button on the top, which you have seen so far. Now there will be a home ribbon, title bar, slide area. Now zoom option, slide view, notes view, slide tab, quick access toolbar. This one by one we will go through. Now it is the topmost portion. Now what are the names of it? Let us see. It is the Office button. It is in the form of a button in the circular portion. Now this one where we are seeing a floppy, it is called quick access toolbar. Now where we have put our name TSMS, just now we have created our file now, TSMS PowerPoint. It is called title bar. Next, it is the close button by which we can close the PowerPoint application. Next, this area, entire area is called ribbon button. Now within this ribbon, we are having the various tools such as menus, insert, home, insert, design, animation, slideshow, review view. All these are menus which we find in almost all MS Office applications, not only in PowerPoint. And when you click this home menu, we can see all these icons. Now this entire portion which is marked with red in color is called ribbon button. Now we will discuss about ribbon button after some time. Next portion in the PowerPoint will be, now what is the function of ribbon? Now during this presentation, we will refer to the PowerPoint ribbon in terms of navigating program. Now, whatever the minor navigations will be there, we want to create a text box, we want to insert a picture, we want to draw, we want to view something, we want to show, create animations, we want to change and design templates, we have to use this PowerPoint ribbon. It is used in the form of navigating from one menu to another menu. It is a strip of buttons across the main window. Now, what are the buttons? Home, insert, design, animations, and all these are menu buttons, and cut, copy, these will be present in the home button. Now users can access anything the program has to offer through the ribbon. Whatever we want to do in MS Office, this can be done very easily through ribbon button. Now this is the ribbon button. Now our PowerPoint presentation, we have seen this window. What are the parts here? Let us see. It is called slide view. It will be there in PowerPoint. Slide tab. It is called outline tab. After creating some more slides, we will see what is the difference between outliner and slide tab. Next, it is the called portion slide pane. Now where we are working for the slide, it is that portion is called slide pane. Now bottom portion. Now here click and notes. Here we can insert any notes regarding to our slide. Whatever notes we want to put, we can put here, but that cannot be viewed in our slideshows. Now this option is called zoom. If we want to increase or decrease the slide of our presentation, we can navigate through this zoom toolbar. It is called zoom slider. Now this option is called view button. Here we can see slide view, slide sorted view, normal view, and slideshows. That we will see later on when we proceed later into the session. Here down, we can see the status bar. Now I am working on slide 1 of presentation 1. Now slide 1 of 1, that means presentation 1. Now in status bar, on which slide we are working, that will be shown. Now how to use Office button? Now just quickly, we will take one nap and afterwards we will go for hands-on session. If you have computers in your hands, you can also proceed along with me. How to open, you can see there. Now, when I click on this Office button, a new window opens for me. First, what I am doing after opening the MS Office button, I am saving my presentation in the form of save as option, saving in the form of PowerPoint presentation. There will be many options. Here PowerPoint 97 2003 presentation. If we want to save it under older versions, we can also save if we are using the older versions of MS Office. We are using almost all using MS Office 2007. Therefore, no need, directly we can save as MS PowerPoint presentation. After that, what are the buttons are there in MS Office buttons? The main buttons are new, open, save, save as, print, prepare, send, publish, and close. And what are their uses as we progress on, we will see. Now new button is always opened to create a new presentation. Almost it will be new, we have to name it. Next button is open. When we want to open, I am opening the presentation. Now here I am getting some recent documents which are opened in my system. Now directly if it is there, we can open. Otherwise we have to click on open. Then we have to select from which location, whether it is from D drive or E drive. Afterwards, we will see in our hands-on practice session. Next, already if we have saved that file, we can use save option. And also we can use for this saving for first time also we can use under name. Now again, what is the difference between save and save as? Save as option, the same file I want to show in different location or with another name. Suppose I have stored one file as DSMS, Next, same file I want to save as some name. Suppose I am taking my session on acids, bases and salts. Suppose like that, if it comes, I can save the TSMS in my drive as different name and different location, and also in same location also with a different name we can use. Now print, it is used for, just we will explore here. Save. Now we can save our presentation. Already recent document is there. We can select here itself. Next, save as. Save as, it will be highlighted. Now in the form of a PowerPoint presentation, always we will see. Next, print. Now in order to take print view, first we will see print preview view, and afterwards if everything goes on right, then we click on print. If printer is attached to our system, we will get a printout of our slides. Next, prepare. Now this prepare. Now prepare is used for mainly encrypting a document or restrict permissions. If we are using a pro document, we can keep, here we are having unrestricted access. If we keep here restricted access, if we are using pro version, that means original MS Office version, we can create passwords so that nobody can open our presentation except if we give our password. That also we can clear in this prepare option. Next, send. If we want to send our presentation through email or internet, we can use this one. Send option. We can email directly from here. On clicking email, our Gmail account will be opened, and first time we have to input our details, and second time automatically it opens. Next option is publish. Now if we want to publish, now in the form of a CD or in the form of a Office Word document, in the form of slides, like that we can save we can publish our document or our presentation. Now last option is close option. We can use this option which is there under button. Otherwise we can choose our into mark for closing that one. Now next we'll see hands-on session for this one. So far what we have learned, just I am opening my PowerPoint presentation which I saved in the form of TSMS1. Now here we have saved a new presentation. Now let me explore what we have seen so far. Now first of all, when we save our presentation, here we are having the home button, insert, design and menu. In order to use, now my PowerPoint is visible to all of you, I think so. Now I am making by using this slider. I am zooming my presentation. Now you cannot see anything. Now I am just zooming little down. It is the 62%. Now it is sufficient for me. At 69% you can see it down. Now here I will stop so that whatever work I am in slide 1, it can be visible here for me. Next, if we want to click any notes, we can type here. I am typing model school. I am not going to any subject issues today. Next session we will have subject specific section. Now that notes we can enter here. That will not be displayed in our slide shows. It is notes. Now I am working on slide 1. Here I am getting slide 1. Now when I press this office button, I am getting a drop down menu. I am exploring the options as if we have seen earlier. Next, it is the quick access toolbar. Here we can save the data. And also home button. Home button, here you can see all my are inactivated. When I enter into this slide, all are activated now. Now I can perform any operation in this box. That we will do a little bit later on. Next, just explore these buttons. This is home button, insert. Here I am getting insert table, picture, clip art, all these things. Now design. Now here we are getting themes. And also most important step in design, just you can observe. I am taking one theme. Now themes are changing in my slides. Always it is advised to take a blank theme. Therefore we can have a nice presentation. Theme should be blank one. Now I am moving to the themes. Now my theme is blank theme. And also it is advisable to take when I am explaining layout, I will explain about this one. Blank presentation, if we take, we can create whatever we like. Now first what we have to do, under design, after selecting our slide, go to the page setup option. Now in this page setup option, when I click on this page setup, I am getting a window for me. You can see there is a on-screen show 4:3. Always it is advisable to take 4:3 in our PowerPoint presentations in digital classes, digital lessons, which we are running at a site. Always they are restricting us to 4:3. But for our webinar sessions, we can use to present large data. We can use 16:9 also. 16:9 or 16:9. Now what happens, you see, I changed my dimensions. Now my width is changed. Just you see, I am pressing the OK. My slides are changing. Once again, I am making changes here. Now always 4:3 means it will be in the default view it will be inches means 10.5 inches and 7.5 inches. In terms of centimeters, it will be around 25 to 20 centimeters and 19 centimeters view. Now here I am increasing. I am making my slide 31 centimeters. Suppose I am increasing the screen size. Now I am increasing the height also. Just see what happens to my slide. Now slide size increased. Again, in order to view, I am going for this zoom option. Now my slide is increased a little bit. I am still increasing. Just you observe. I am increasing the length of the slide. Depending on our data presentation, we can choose. I am increasing the. Now you can see. Now I will decrease the width. What happens, you see. Our screen becoming like this. But it is not advisable because, and all our TV screens and our students are using mobile phones. Their screens are having very, very smaller area. Always they will be in the ratio of 4:3 or 4:3. Therefore, always we should see the custom option under page setup. We should restrict ourselves to either for webinars, we can use 16:3. For our digital lessons, which we are teaching, we have to go 4:3. That size is advisable. That will be this size. Always it will appear like this. Now, what is there in this slide orientation? Now, orientation, we are having two, portrait and landscape. Portrait means like A4 size paper we can see here. And we can also, under this heading, we can also change. Now, I am changing it to landscape. Always presentations will be in landscape mode. Therefore, we can choose our landscape mode. Now, it is the side layout. First, we have to check in the design. First, page setup, whether it is in 4:3 or not, whether it is landscape or not. These two criteria you have to see. Now, I am increasing the slider here, zoom slider, in order to increase the size that we can visible for us. Now, next. After that, if we want to set any animations, we can go for animation that we will discuss later on. Next, slideshow, review button, view button. Now we will go for our presentation. Now in our presentation, so far we discussed about quick access toolbar. What we find in this quick access toolbar? We'll find quick access toolbar. It is like this. Here there is a floppy. It is always for saving. You can save in two methods by you pressing Control button and pressing on S. Control S will be the saving shortcut key. Now otherwise we can press on the toolbar just this floppy. It indicates save. By mistake, if we have done any mistake, if we want to erase it, that we can done by undo option. Now that undo we have to repeat once again. By repeat option we can choose it. Again that action we can get. Now this will be the button. Customize, we can customize our screen. Now let's have a small hands-on section on this one about this quick access toolbar for short time. What I am doing now, I am having a empty slide. Now whatever we want to input our data in this slide, now we have taken a layout view here, click title is there. Now I want to change the data. Now I will change the data TES model schools. Now by mistake I am typing model schools as schools. Spelling is mistake here. Now I don't want this model school now. Entire action I don't want now. I want to replace it. By undo options, I am getting. Now you can see what I correct typed earlier, I got. If I want my original slide back, I am pressing on undo option. Now whatever operations we performed so far, repeat options, we can like this. Now saving, how to save this one? By clicking the save option. Now I want to repeat, I want to keep TES model schools, I will keep it like this. And I want to save, I am saving this one. Now it is saved for me. Otherwise, when you close our button, by using this close button, if we don't save our options, it may be lost. Therefore, definitely we have to, now and then we have to definitely click on the save button or click on Control S in order to save our data. Now we will go for our presentation. Sorry. Now mini toolbar. Now mini toolbar, whatever ribbon portion we have seen, behind that home button and all those things, it is called mini toolbar. All toolbars will be there in the form of entering text and text formatting commands will be there. And about those commands we will discuss now. Now here you can observe what is mini toolbar. Now the line which is marking with red color. Now just below this home button, all these icons are regarded as mini toolbar because by using them we can type, insert pictures, type text, whatever we want to do, any modifications in not only in PowerPoint, in also Access, Excel and Word also we can use this one. This will be there under home button always. This is called mini toolbar. Now what the mini toolbar contains? It contains a clipboard. Now clipboard we can have cut, copy, paste and format painter. Next we will have slides. If we want to insert new slide, we can use this button. And if we want to change layout, after some time we will see this one, we can change reset options, delete options of slides will be there in this slides bar. Now it is font. If we want to increase the size, you can use this 44 number. Here there is a drop down menu. We can change the buttons. And here we can change the text. Whatever text we want, Times New Roman, Arial, like that we can introduce here. Now here we can use our text color by using this button, we can change. Now if we want to bold, italic, underline, we can use these options. Now next will be paragraph options. Whatever the alignment of text, whether it is coming on middle, we want to insert buttons, all will be there in this paragraph button. We will explore after some time. Drawing. Now it is drawing toolbar. Here we are having shapes and here we can have shape fill, outline, shape effects, and also here we are having a text box. We can insert the text box in drawing section also. Now editing. If we want to find any, replace anything, find, replace, we can replace our texts. Now how to open an existing presentation. Already now we opened TSMS, one document is there for you. In the beginning only we have created a TSMS, another PowerPoint presentation also. That I want to open it now. By clicking on this open existing presentation, first what we have to do, we have to click on the office and then open. Now open is here and afterwards shortcut for this one, press on Control and click on open. By pressing Ctrl O button simultaneously, we will get a new presentation for us. And if we want to open existing presentation, now what will you do? We will go for practice on hands. Just we will move here. Now I am having TSMS and TSMS1. Just observe here. Now I am there in my TSMS presentation. You can see the name on top corner here. Now it is TSMS1. Now in this TSMS, now I want to open a new presentation. I am clicking here. I am clicking on new. I am getting a button here. Now where this new presentation I want. Now blank presentation we can create by using the create button. Now it is for creating a new presentation using new button. Next, how to open a existing presentation? We have to click on open button. On this open button I am having TSMS1. Just I am clicking and clicking on open here. Now new presentation which is there with the TSMS1 name is identified by me. Now when I open, there is no slides for me. Now what shall I do? In order to insert slides in PowerPoint, in new presentation, there is nothing is there, it is an empty presentation. We have taken it by right clicking on our desktop. Now how to insert new presentation here? Just there is two methods. I will show you two methods. First we have to press on insert. Here also I am not getting anything. What we have to do? Just hold the control button and press on M. Control M. It will insert a new slide for us. Then next you can press another control M. Another presentation, new button will be there. But you can notice here, these are not blank presentations. We are getting with some title and in the form of templates we are getting. Now after getting this, how to get another insert? I am taking here under insert menu. I am going for text, sorry. Under home button, we are having an option already we have seen new slide. When I press on this new slide, again like this template only, default template we will get. We should not press on this icon. We should press on this button. Then we are getting a templates like this. Now here we have to see the template, a blank template. Now you see, I am not getting like this, any click subtitle and title. We are getting a blank presentation. It is always advisable to begin with a blank presentation rather than these templates, because templates we have to mold according to that one only. Another view, by holding them, selecting them, and I am pressing control, selecting two simultaneously, I can press on delete option. Now I am removing the already template items. Title is given for us, a text box were given to us. In creating our own text and animations, they will create some damage for us. Always it is advisable to begin with a blank presentation. If at all our presentation suits the template, we can begin with the template. Not only this template, you can see here in new slide we are having, this is title slide, it is default one. Next, title and content, slide section headers. Next, two contents you can see. Here we can add two contents, title, like this, any differences we want to show, we can use of these templates. Now you can see comparison, title only, blank, content option, picture with caption. Now here we can insert picture and caption. If it suits our presentation, then we have to go for these templates. Otherwise, we have to go always with a blank presentation. Now it is about how to add a new slide. Just we will repeat it in the form of our slideshow. How to open an existing presentation. This is all we have seen so far by pressing Ctrl O. How to insert a new slide by pressing Ctrl M. Directly new slide you will get. If you first take blank slide, next you will get by pressing Ctrl M, you will get blank slide only, not default one. Now saving presentation, it is the important thing that we have to learn always. Now you see how to save a presentation. Just we will recap in the form of a slideshow. Now, on pressing the office button, we'll get an option save as. First time when we are saving, we have to use save as option. Now here it is the save as. And afterwards, now this is save as. We have to use and we have to save our file. Or directly we can save our file by using F12 also. With a new name, this will open for us save as option by pressing F12, which is there on top of our keyboard. F12, it is a function key. Now, PowerPoint presentation. PowerPoint offers a host of tools that you will aid in creating the presentation. Therefore, the tools are organized logically into various ribbons and PowerPoint. Now, here there are menu categories. Now, menu categories, ribbon buttons, this we will see later on when we proceed in our presentation. Menus and toolbars. What are the menus we are having inside our presentation? File, home, insert, design, transitions. This transition will not be there in 2007, Office 2007, it will be there in 2010. Slideshow, review, and view, and format options. Now, what is the function of them? Now, we have seen home, insert, design, and transition. Just we will see what is the function of home button. 1 minute. Right. Now, here home function is to clipboard functions, manipulating slides, fonts, paragraph setting, drawing objects, and editing functions. All operations we can do by using home buttons. Insert button is used to insert pictures and other graphics, images, and charts, and multimedia. We can include videos also in our system. Now, design. It is used to show how design our layout views, and also these themes we can change, and also slide setting also will be there. In transitions, we can observe command related to slide transitions. Whether we want to move slide to 7th slide, like that we can use. Animations. Now, these are the animations are the main heart of our PowerPoint presentations. With animations, we can drag the attention of the children. Now, in this session, just we will see the introduction for animations and how it will be. In the next session, we will learn more detail about animations. Slideshow. How our animated slide appears. Now we can show it in the form of a presentation. Now, review tab. Here we can change our language selections, commentings, and view button. In view button, we can change different views. Now that we will see later on in this session. Now, creating a new presentation. How to create a new presentation? If we add new slide, we have to press Ctrl M. If we want new presentation, Ctrl N. Simple difference. New presentation means it will open another presentation. Now we have two presentations with the TSMS and TSMS1. Just you will see. Now I want to open new presentation. I am opening TSMS now. In this, I want to see here it is there, Telangana Model Schools. Now I am pressing Ctrl N. Now I am getting a new presentation. My name is not there here. It is, we are getting a new presentation. Our existing presentation will be there, but we will get a new presentation. For that, we will use a N option. Now we should not confuse here. We can always opening slide and continue is the safe method. If we want a different slide, we want to perform multiple tasks at a single time. If we are designing 2 slides at a time, then we can go for this option. Now I am closing this one. Now I am having my existing TSMS original file as it is. Now, how to add a new slide? Just now we have seen, just we will repeat it. New slide can be, addition of new slide can be done in 2 ways. Just if we right click on our slide, we'll get an option like this, new slide. Just you see, adding new slides. Step 1, right click on the slide and click the new slide option. I am right clicking. Now I am getting the new slide option. Now I am right clicking, I am getting the new slide option. Now you can see I am enlarging it. This is new slide option. When you click it on, a new slide will be created and it will fall down. It is one method. Next method, step 2. Now it is the navigation pane. In navigation pane also, if we right click, we will get an option like this, new slide. You can see here, I am circling it. Now here it is the new slide option. In these 2 methods, we can get a new slide in our existing presentation. Now we will have a small practice on hand section. I am opening my TSMS original file. Here I am having the file name with a TS model school. I want to add a new slide. What is the first method? I am just right clicking. Here I am getting a new slide. Now down we can see here all options: cut, copy, paste, new slide, duplicate slide, delete slide, publish notes, check for updates, layout. Here also we can change layout, that we can learn after some time. Just I am pressing on new slide. I am getting a default slide because I didn't change this one. Now I am changing. I am making it blank slide. You observe. I am deleting this one. Pressing on control button, we can select the both slides at a time, and pressing on delete option. I can delete the both files at a time. Now we will observe. Now on pressing Control M, we can add new slide. I am pressing Control M. We are getting a default slide, not blank slide. Now how to delete this one? Right click and delete this slide. Now I am right clicking, again adding new slide. Default slides always we are getting here because first we have selected the default slide. Now I will delete all these slides. We will see what happens. I am selecting all the slides, right clicking and putting. Now there is no slide for me. Now I am taking a, under new slide option, I am taking a blank slide. My first slide is blank slide. Now I will press Control M. I am getting a blank slide. Now I am right clicking on it and I am inserting a new slide. I am getting blank slide. Always it is advisable to start with a blank slide. We can change it. Whatever changes we require, we can whenever they are needed, we can make necessarily. Now next, another method we learned so far. Now it is the menu, navigation menu. Here I am right clicking, I am getting an option, new slide. I am getting another slide. Now you observe once again, I am deleting these slides. How to delete also we are learning now. Delete, right clicking. Now I am not selecting one slide. First slide I selected. Next I am selecting second slide. Now I am not selecting any slide. Even though by right clicking here we can get a new slide. These are the 2 methods to insert a new slide. Now always if we go with a blank slide, it will be better for our presentations. Whatever the manner we like, we can change them. Now in this blank slide, if we want to insert a new text box, whatever text, we can make modifications. Now we will go for our presentation. Now this session is only for beginners, those who are new for PowerPoint, those who are already known, just you can relax, and in the next session we will go for more animations. Now I am opening my presentation. Now in our presentation, Now this is the blank presentation we are selecting. How to open? Now let us. Here is a new slide. Just recapitulation. How to create a new slide. In this new slide, from this menu, always if we take this blank slide, it will be better for us. Next, changing layout of new slides. How to change? Already we discussed, I think. Now we can select any changes in the layout menu, title slide, title content, section headers. Like that, we can change the layout of this by selecting this from this menu, layout menu. Now this is the layout. This option we can find. We can create new slides in that way also. Now how to change slide layouts? Step 2. To change the slide layout, right click on the newly inserted slide and go to the layout option. Now just see. I am clicking. On first slide, I am right clicking. I am getting a layout option. Here also I can find the slide layout. Just we will go for hands-on practice section and we will practice this one and we will come back. Now I will open my empty slide. Here we are having 2 slides. First method, it is the layout option for me. Now here I am having, now I have taken a first slide, empty slide. Now I want to keep some heading for this one. Now in layout, I can choose a title and subtitle. Now in this, I am getting that same template we can use. Now I am going for second slide. Now here there is another option for us. First way is by taking this layout under home menu, we are having this layout under slides. Now second option is right clicking and selecting layout. Here I am selecting a 2 content. Now we are getting a like this. We can also select layout if we want in between according to our presentation. We can select the themes like this. Layouts, slide layout will be like this. We can do very easily. Now we will switch on to our presentation. Now in this presentation, how to add text in boxes. Now here there is a box called click title. We got a presentation box. In that presentation box, click, already we have seen that one by typing Telangana Model Schools, TSMS. Now here we can directly, it is called title box. Here we can directly click and add title. We can text. It is the subtitle box. Here also we can put the matter whatever we want. Now let us see how can we insert text here in the form of hands-on practice session. First slide, title bar. Now here I will type Telangana State Model Schools. Now before going to that one, here we are having with Lakina, we are having a white color slide. Now how to change the color of this slide? First we will change our background and then we will proceed. Now in order to change the background, instead of adding these titles, I am going for background. Right click on the slide. You will get a option format background. On clicking that one, here you are getting solid fill. Just we will explore all these options. Here solid fill color is there. This color is white for me now. Now I am changing it color for black, suppose. I am getting a black slide. Now I am changing it for yellow. I am getting yellow slide. Now I am changing for red. I am getting a red slide. Now I am changing it for brown. I am getting a brown for. Now you can see I am increasing the transparency for this color. Now it is 100% means it is brown. Now it is becoming pink. By changing this transparency also we can change our things. Always this will be very, very difficult for children to see. Always we have to go for light background, dark letters. Otherwise dark background and light letters. Now we will go for always in our screens green or blue color will be safer. Now I am using the blue color. Now I can increase the transparency. No need. Here we kept with blue color. Now I am going for, it is solid fill, gradient view. In gradient view, we can see the directions and preset colors will be there. Here I am having the preset color. Now it is one preset color. Here I am changing the directions. It is vertically. it is horizontally. Now we can see vertical planes. We can explore all these things. Now we can present under gradient view. We can highlight 2 or 3 more colors here for transparency. And we can also choose color option here. Black is there. Now I am changing to another color. Here black color is replaced with that color. Now we can choose the colors here in gradient also. We can explore all those things. Next, picture and texture. Now it will have some textures, inbuilt textures will be given to us. Those textures will appear for us. Now if we take all this, will be always it is advisable to take a plain background rather than this tail backgrounds. Now when we are dealing with the digital lessons, this TSAT and site producers are saying that you should use only thick background. Always for screen resolution, it will be safer to use blue color. Therefore, we will proceed with the blue color. Now, which is good color, we will see. We will proceed with one dark color. Now, I will increase the transparency. Not working. We will take another one. We will choose between the options. Whatever we are having. Now, we can use this color. Now, it will be, at present, I am also having blue color for your demonstration. Now, if I only one slide means I have to close it. It will be applied. If we want to apply it for all slides, then click on apply all. This will be applied for all slides. Next, close. Now we have changed the background of our slides. Like this, we can change our background. Next, here, click how to insert text. Click on this one. I am typing Telangana Model Schools. Telangana Model Schools. Now, what I want to do here, it is black in color. I want to change. I want to select. This can be done in 2 ways. Selecting this one. In this toolbars, we are having a font. Here we are having a color menu. Now here I am selecting this. By default, it is red. Therefore, red. Red is not appropriate here. Now I will go for black. Already we are in black. Next, keep on changing. Which color is suitable? White, it is looking good. Yellow, it is looking good. Now I changed with yellow background. Now my font is changed here. Now subtitle, webinar session or welcome to webinar session. Otherwise, webinar session, Telangana Model Schools webinar session. Webinar session. Now it is not absolute white in color. Now already we learned by selecting this text we can learn. By selecting this text box also we can change font. Just press on control button and click this one. Now I am clicking this one. Now you see the view. Once again I am doing. Now it is, there are dotted lines. That means this box is not selected. Now you see rectangular portion. There is no gap in lines. That means it is selected. Now I can change my text. Now pure white color I am getting here. Now I want other some color. I am taking gold color. Now different color if you want, we can increase here webinar sessions. But this is not compatible with blue color. Therefore, let us proceed for white color only. Now Telangana Model Schools webinar sessions. Like this, we can insert text in text box. Already it is a theme we have selected. In that theme, we are editing this session. This we will repeat in the form of a PPT now. How to add insert text already we have seen. Now let us explore this one. Now PowerPoint adding text in boxes. Now how to add this one? Now it is called content box. It will be their input. And instead of that, we can see some non-text content icons also we can include. Just we will proceed. Whenever we are opening slide, we are getting these boxes. By using theirs only, it is table, charts, some online pictures we can select from this one, videos, video clips we can insert. This we can select pictures from gallery. Directly we can include in our PowerPoint presentation. Like that also we can make by using non-text icons. Now PowerPoint adding text box. How to add a text box? Suppose we are taking a blank presentation. Now here we won't have already inbuilt text box as you have seen in the form of templates just now. Now there won't be any box here, it will be empty. Now just see, I am opening my TS PowerPoint presentation. Here there are already in the form of templates we got these boxes. Now it is empty slide. Here also we are having. Third slide is empty. Here I am not having anything. How can I type my text? For that purpose, I have to make use of a text box. Now let us see the demonstration. Now, first what we have to do, click on the text box icon under the home ribbon. Where is the home ribbon? Here it is the home. Now, it is the home ribbon. Under home, we are getting a drawing section here. It is the drawing section. In that drawing section, we are having the text box. It is A. With capital letter A, it is denoted. When I press on this A, we are getting a zoom. Here it is the text box. Now directly we will get our text box. Now it is the A, it is the text box. Where we can get this from? Under home, ribbon, under drawing section, we will have a text box with the letter A. Now it is first step. Now next second step, how to get a text box. Now directly you will get the insert text box cursor looks like this inverted cross. Now you can see like this you will get a inverted cross mark. When you select the text box icon from here, you will get the inverted cross mark. After that you can drag your mouse on the slide. You can get a text box like this. You can get the text box like this. And after that, you can start your entry. In other words, in Windows 2010 also, we can get, or Windows 2007 also, just by directly with our mouse, put a click and drag the mouse button and release. Here I am working under Zoom platform, under screen share. This may not work for me, but for in your systems, when you just hold the left mouse button key and drag it, you will get a text box like this. Now we will see how to add a text box in our presentation in the form of a hands-on practice session. Now I am opening my blank presentation. Here it is the blank one. Now it is the home button. Under home button, where is the drawing section? It is the drawing section. In this drawing section, I am having the letter A. Here it is text box, small we are getting here. Now I am taking that one. You observe my cursor is changed to inverted cross position. You can observe. Now, once again, I am making selection. Now here outside of the team, I am putting escape button. Now once again, you see my mouse pointer is arrow one now. Now under home section, when I am selecting this text box, my cursor is changed. Now I am dragging it. We are getting a text box. Now we can directly enter the text box. Now suppose I want to type any name. Suppose I am typing as it's suppose. I am getting with the black mark. And how to we can select this text box. Otherwise we can select the text inside the text box and we can change its color. Now I am making it a gold color. Now this I want to increase my font. How I can do after selecting this? Otherwise just selecting the text box also we can increase. Just to go for this one, font option. Afterwards we will see this one. I am increasing the side, just typing as it's for text box. Like this we can insert text inside the text box. Now, there is another way to insert text box also. Just we will explore that one. Now, there will be the corners for text box. We will see just now. Now you observe there is a green color mark. It is used for rotation. We can rotate that one. Now corners, circles are there. Now these are to increase the and decrease the size of the text box. Now these are the edges. This we can increase the length and width of the text box. By at corners we can decrease the size also like this. Now we'll see practice on sections how to make this one. Now as it's there is a text box for me. Now there is a bigger text box for me. Now I will type the name in this text box as it's comma bases and salts. Now this entire slide it covered. Now I am taking the square box, I am increasing the size. It came under 2 lines. Now I am increasing this one. It came under single line. I want to get it under single line. Now I cannot drag it more than this line. It is already extreme, not coming. Then what I have to do? I have to decrease the size. Now I am decreasing the size. 60, we are getting under same. Now you see, now what I am doing, I am increasing the width. There is no effect on increasing width. Now I want to rotate. I am rotating. This portion is changed. You can see I am keeping up and down. Now we can see like this also. Now whatever the data, any picture we can rotate by using this option. Now I am bringing to the original position. Now if I want to more data, what can I do? 2 lines I want. I am decreasing the size of this one. Now I want this text to be in center. Now I am selecting this one. One method. Another method is by directly selecting this. You cannot see this dotted rectangular in the form of text box. There is a rectangle, dotted lines. If you see a rectangle, clear line, it is selected. Then you go for here, there will be an option for align text. Here you can see top alignment, middle and bottom alignment. I am going for middle alignment. Now here also you can see in the form of paragraph. And here we are getting in the middle. It is horizontal, that is vertical. Like this we can align our text. I want to keep my text middle. I can increase my size of the text box. All these operations we can perform as if we practice daily. Now like this we can increase the size of the text box and increase the size of the fonts. Empty slide we took. In empty slide we inserted a text box. Now let us proceed further. Now PowerPoint deleting existing slide already we have seen in the form of hands-on practice section only. This can be done in 2 methods. One is for normal view and slide sorter view. Now in my presentation TSMS I am having only 3 slides. It is very easy to finding out and delete my slides in normal view. Now first of all, before going to that, we will see what is normal view, what is slide sorter view. In which view we can delete the slides in 2 ways. We will explore the methods. Just you see what is normal view. Now where we see this normal button in our presentation, it will be seen under view button. When we press this view button, now I am enlarging it. It will be view button. In this view button, we will have a normal icon. This is normal view. Now the slide which is presented here, it is there in normal view. And also we can get this normal view from bottom also. Here you are seeing the buttons now, just you observe. I am clicking here. Now here the first button which is in left hand corner, it is normal view. Now I am zooming it. Now this button is called normal view. Now this slide portion which we are getting, it is normal view. By both ways we can get normal view in our system. Now, how to get slide sorter view? Now it is the slide sorter view, where we will get always from view menu. Just now we have seen, I am circling it view. I am enlarging it. This is view. Under view button, we are having a slide sorter view. Here we are getting slide sorter view, and also from down also you observe right hand corner. Here we are having slide sorter view. Middle one is the slide sorter view. I am clicking it. It is zooming. Now it is slide sorter view. Now in both ways we can get a normal view and slide sorter view. Now here we can delete the slides. Now how we delete the slides? First we will go for hands-on practice session, and next we will go for deleting slides there itself. Now in this TSMS presentation, I am having 3 slides. It is normal presentation. Just let us explore here. Now here there is a view button. In view there is a normal. We are there in normal view. Suppose I am moving for slide sorter view. It will appear like this. Now I want to go for normal view. Again down. First left button, normal view. Second button, slide sorter view. We are having less files. Now I will go for this presentation. Here you observe slide sorter view. Under view button, normal view. It is there in normal view. I am going for slide sorter view. Like this, how many slides I am having? From number 1 to 89 slides I am having. All this we can see at a time. Whichever slide we can select. Under slide sorter view, we can. I want 31 slide. In normal view, scrolling down, it will be very difficult for me to go to 31 slide. But under slide sorter view, just you see, very slowly, here I am getting 31 slide. Like this we can proceed. Now I want to get normal view. It is normal view. Now I am deleting. Already finished the slide, we will delete. Now 31 slide, this mini toolbar. Now I want to delete. Let us see. I am right clicking on the slide and creating delete. Now 31, that slide is not with the table or column, it is there. Just how to get it? Yes, it is from quick access toolbar. Undo option is there for me. Otherwise, you can press Ctrl Z, it will be a shortcut. Ctrl Z in the computer world, always we will have Ctrl Z for undo option. Now I am pressing this undo. I am getting my 31 slide mini toolbar. Otherwise, I am deleting clipboard. There is one slide with the clipboard. There is no other slide. Top of it mini toolbar, down slides. Now I am pressing on this one, getting delete slide. Now my slide is delete. How to get that one? Again undo. Now I am pressing Ctrl Z. I am getting clipboard side black. Now like this we can delete one method. Another method, by selecting the slide, directly press delete in your keyboard. I am pressing delete. Now my slide lost. I am pressing Ctrl Z. Again I got clipboard. You can see here. Again pressing on clipboard, I am there, holding Ctrl key, and I am pressing delete. I am putting directly delete. My slide I lost. By pressing Ctrl Z, I am getting my clipboard slide once again. Like this, we can delete slides directly or otherwise by taking right click on the slide. Now I am deleting one slide. Now you see I am selecting by holding the control button. I am selecting slide number 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. All I am deleting at once. All are selected. You can observe this gold color mark, brown color mark. Now I am pressing delete. Otherwise, right clicking on the slide, I am pressing delete. All my slides I lost. How to get them back? Ctrl Z or undo. Now I am pressing undo. I am getting all my slides. Like this, we can make whichever slide we want to delete. Here it is very easy. Suppose I want a particular slide to search. Which slide I want to delete to print. Now always from this list, print slide I cannot get. Where it is, I don't know. Now, if we go for slide sorter view, we can recognize very easily from here where it is print slide. Print is the slide number 25. Here I can select and press and delete slide. Like this, I can delete very easily. Now, like this, we can make, once again, I am pressing Ctrl Z, I am deleting my print slide back. Now, from slide sorter view, it is always easier to delete slides which you don't want. Right? Now, we'll go for our presentation. For presentation, it is always good to have a normal view. Under that, once again, I am moving to our presentation where we are there. Already we discussed all these things. Layout also we discussed. Okay. Here we are having a deleting existing slide. This we will explore, repeat once again. Already we did practice on hands. Just fastly we will read out. We can delete the slides from normal view as well as slide sorter view. In two ways, already we did it. Just explore them once again. Normal view. Just fastly I am proceeding. In slide sorter view also we can delete slides. Now how to delete from normal view? Go to the normal view. The methods I explained in single side. First, deleting from normal view. Go to the normal view. In normal view, right click on the slide. On right clicking, we will get an option, delete slide. There you can delete slide. Otherwise, you can select delete option from your keyboard. Now it is the delete slide. Now in slide sorter view, how we can delete? This will have, already we did in practice on sections. Now here right clicking on the slide, we are getting delete slide option. Alternatively, we can delete from by pressing delete key in our keyboard. Now rearranging slides, it is very, very necessary. We can rearrange slides from two views in our PowerPoint, normal view and slide sorter view. Now always it is also advisable to rearrange slides from slide sorter view. Just we will have first slide, select the slide which is to be moved. And next left click on the slide and drag it the position where we want to insert the slide in between the existing slide. Just you see in this session. Now I want to take this second slide to fourth slide. What I am doing here, you observe. I am selecting the second slide. Now I am dragging it and keep it in between. I want here. This will be my inserted portion. Like this, we can insert from normal view. In slide sorter view also very easily we can insert. Now we can also use cut and paste method by cutting that slide and again selecting the fourth slide. I want to insert it before fourth slide. Now I can click on fourth slide and paste like this. Now I am cutting it in the second slide. I am inserting in fourth slide. I will get it as before fourth slide. I will press the button. Like this also we can insert, rearrange the slides in normal view. Very less number of slides is there. This method is very easy. More slides are there. We have to go for slide sorter view. Here also same thing. Left click on the slide. We have to drag it and put it. Just you see, I want to take this slide to, I am dragging it to fourth slide. Like this, I can drag and put it here. There you can see a bar here, separation. That means I am inserting my slide here. It is the selected slide. It is the inserted slide. Like this, we can insert slides, rearrange slides in slide sorter view. Whenever we get a right position, we will leave the button to insert the slide. Now, alternately, we can also use here cut paste method. You can cut here and wherever we want to paste there. Like this, right clicking, cut option, and again right clicking. Where we want, we have to select that one and put on paste. Now, this we will do in practice and sessions now. Now, I am taking my slides. It will be very easy. Now, I want to rearrange slide. Suppose I want to take this thank you slide. Suppose we won't do like normally, but to show you clearly, I am doing this one. Now I want to move this thank you slide to, it is there at 89. I want to take it to 87 position. Now in between I am keeping here. Now it is there in 87 position. I want to move it further. I am putting here. Again, I want to drag back in between these two slides. Now I want to bottom slide. I can click like this. I can rearrange slides in normal view like this. And otherwise I want to cut it. I am cutting. Now I want to paste it after the preview presentation. Now what I am doing, I am pasting. I am getting here. It is in normal view. Just I am undoing it. I am getting at last position. In slide sorter view, you can take slide sorter view like this. Now I want to take this thank you slide to middle, somewhere here, somewhere 62 slide. Now I am getting this thank you there. Now I want to keep it back to my original position, dragging like this. Again, I can come back. Now suppose I am keeping in 76 position. Now I will keep it in original position. Like this, we can make rearrangement of slides wherever. Suppose in our preparation, we can prepare slides. By mistake, one slide will be 10th position. It will be moved to 12th, 15th position. Otherwise, we created there. If we feel it is inappropriate at that place, we can rearrange the slides like this very easily. From slide sorter view, it will be very easy if we have large number of slides. Next, we will move to our presentation in normal view. Now we are there at insert picture. Now, always it is beautiful to insert pictures. Now I am having some pictures. In the next session, we will learn how to download copyright-free images and sounds and videos. Now, how to insert a slide. This we will see in the form of a presentation. Next, we will go for practice on sessions. We will see 2 or 3 animations today. Now, where can we insert pictures? Go to the insert ribbon and then select picture. Now, where it will be insert ribbon, you see, it will be in insert button. Here it is the picture. Now, on clicking that one, here we will get our desktop computer will open like that. Our location, my are there inside IT new folder to my images. I can select any one of the image which I want to. Now I want to this image on my system. I am selecting 3 and keeping insert here. On pressing insert, I am getting that file into my system. Just we will insert a picture and see. Now here I am having TSMS Dhanwada. We will go for normal view. Now here we put acids and bases salts. One picture to related to that one. We will see. Now I will go for insert. I am going for insert menu. I am taking a picture. Now my pictures are there. Not in pictures, in desktop. I kept one folder. Otherwise, here I am having a Apple. It is not relevant. There is some picture relevant to this one, acids and bases. Now I will keep this picture. HCl and NaOH, it is related. Now I want to insert another picture. Let us see. Just insert menu, picture. Here I am having a salt one. Some picture is there regarding to the salts. I am inserting.
Sorry for the interruption. Surabhi Chaitanya garu, sorry for the interruption. So you can conclude the session here because anyway we have already planned another session.
Okay, sir.
Because we have already
2 minutes,
been allotted at the mark period. So you can conclude the session at this point.
Okay, sir.
And continue in the next session later.
Okay, sir. 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sir. Now like this, we can insert our pictures. If we want any animation for these pictures, we can do. Now here you can continue. Very simple. Now I am setting animations to these pictures. You see one difference here. Now I am putting animations for these acids and bases salts. Animations can be done by this one. Here there is no animation. Now I am doing wipe animation at least once. Now it is there. I am taking custom animations. Here, this wiping should be from left side. Now, very fast it is. I am making it very slow, so that we are getting these images one by one. Now I am setting animation to this one. Now I will select always, it will for pictures, fade animation will be better. Now just show. Now animation I didn't give to this picture, we are not getting. First we are getting acids and bases salts. Next animation is there. Sorry. Now we are getting slowly this one. Now I want to give animation for this picture. Now I want to change this picture. Now I should, next time if we want to prepare another picture, I will take a duplicate slide here. Now animations will be same. We can just change the matter. Like this we can make, that will make our task very easy. Now if we want to change the animation for this picture, by here I didn't give any animation to this picture. Now I am deleting in this slide. Slide number 3, this picture is deleted. Now I am deleting this picture here also. I want animation for that salt picture. Now directly here we can use one option, change picture. In this change picture, I am using this salt. I am inserting here. Now you see the slideshow. Now here slowly we are getting this one. Now without changing any animations will be applied by changing this picture. Like that we can insert picture. Now with animations we can make our presentations very effectively. Now as if we have seen, I will tell you one simple animation here. We can use as if for this acid, bases and salts, I want to circle. Now how to perform this simple operation, just you see. Now what I am taking from insert option one shape. That is circle oval shape I am selecting. Now it is in the form of solid now. Now it is having some color. Now I am removing this color from my format shape option. Now here I am selecting no fill. And also I am increasing it the line color. Line it is having some color. I am changing its color to yellow. So that I am changing the line style. I am increasing the points, just you observe. Line become much bolder. Already it is yellow color is there. Now I will make it some white in line color. I am making it white. Now I am having this box. Now I am circling this one. I am putting before I want to circle this acids and bases and salts. Simple animation like this animations we will see in the next section. Now here what I have to do, I want to give one entrance emphasis animation. This will be there. Now I will give animation, you see. Animation always it will be wipe. In custom animations, I will say add effect here. In add effect under emphasis tab. Otherwise in entrance animation, more effects here, there will be an option called wheel. Wheel. I am giving this wheel animation. We are getting 4 spoke. Instead of that, I will give 1 spoke. Now you see, we are getting an image. You can see in the form of a slideshow. Like this, we can make our data presentation effectively by making like these presentations. Now we can include these animations and all this concept we will extend in the next lesson. And also we will look into how to download copyright free images. As it is, one class is not sufficient to learn entire things. Now within 2-3 classes, we can close these PowerPoint sessions, how to present excellent data for webinars, and we can enrich ourselves and we can empower ourselves in digital world. Now, thank you for giving this opportunity for me. Thank you for additional director sir and JD director sir and the principals team which are involved here. And thank you for all the principals of model schools and my dear PGTs and TGTs, to everybody. Thank you a lot. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Surabhi Chaitanya garu. It was a wonderful session, and I hope all the PGTs, TGs, and principals have got adequate knowledge of how to prepare PPT presentations. So thank you very much. So I think you gave elaborate information about the PowerPoint, and from the basic onwards, from Microsoft PowerPoint onwards, where do you find this? Thank you very much. And I think you have put in best efforts to prepare the presentation also. And we'll try to slot your next session as a list.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you,
would
sir.
like to thank Additional Director and Joint Director, sir, and the webinar team for making this particular thing possible, so that the hesitation and the fear among the PGTs and TGTs in preparing the PPT is allayed. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, sir.